Listen, when you load up the Call of Duty, you don't just run into the middle of the map and start spraying and praying. You pick a loadout, you choose your perks, and you have a game plan. I mean, same with GTA. You don't just walk around hoping that money is going to fall from the sky. You do missions, you stack cash, you build up an empire. But here's the problem. In real life, most people don't even realize that they're in a video game. Because there's no tutorial, no map, no one tells you what the mission is or what actually wins. So in this video, I want to break down how money works just like a video game, and the cheat codes that I've picked up over the past, decade plus that I've been involved. These are the things that I wish somebody had told me in level 1. Some are really obvious, and others are going to completely rewire how you think about money forever. So let's get into it. Now, cheat code number 1 is to understand the map before you get started. I remember spawning into GTA San Andreas for the first time. I mean, you're in the middle of Grove Street, no instructions, no idea where anything is, but you know that there's a bigger mission out there. And that's exactly what life feels like in your early 20s. You start getting paychecks, you pay rent, you try to save, but no one really explains how the long game works. I mean, the truth is, everyone has the same end goal. Build enough financial freedom to stop trading your time for money. That is the mission. Everything else is honestly a side quest. And just like in Pokemon, you can waste your time leveling up Caterpie, or you can build your Charizard and you can beat the Elite Four. Most people never even open the map, and you don't want to be that player. So cheat code number 2 is to build the right loadout. Now in Call of Duty, the loadout you pick, it really matters. I mean, you don't skip perks and expect to win. Your money loadout is no different than this. It's the system that you create, the accounts that you use, and the automation that you set up, and the habits that you end up building. I mean, here's my basic loadout for beginners. It's a high yield savings account for your emergency fund. It's a Roth IRA for tax-free investing. It's having automatic deposits into low cost index funds or ETFs. And it's a budget that you can actually stick to. That's it, the core 4. It's not sexy. It's not Tesla call options, but it works. This is what I would compare to your M4A1 with a red dot sight. It's balanced, it's reliable, it's consistent, and once you've mastered the loadout, you can always level it up. Now, cheat code number 3 is don't grind the wrong way. Now, if you're anything like me, you probably played a whole bunch of hours in Runescape when you were growing up. Now, you can spend 12 hours mining copper, or you can train smarter and level up even faster. Now, in real life, people are grinding the wrong way. They work 40 hours a week, they don't invest, they spend without tracking, and they wonder why they're still broke. And here's the truth. You don't win by grinding harder, you win by compounding smarter. Here's an example. If you invest $500 a month starting at age 22 into a Roth IRA with a 7% return, guess what? You'll have over $1.2 million by the time you're 60 years old. However, if you start 10 years later, you'll have less than half of that at the same age. Even if you contribute the same amount, the same grind, half the reward. That's why starting early is the real power up. Compound interest is your background XP, and it's going to grow while you're sleeping. Cheat code number 4 is to skip the side quests that just don't pay. Now in GTA, here's the thing. I mean, you can waste countless hours delivering pizzas or doing random errands, but the people who build empires, they buy properties, they do the big mission. And real life, it works the same way. The side quests are everywhere. Flipping NFTs, starting a drop shipping store with no experience, buying random coins because someone on TikTok promised it's going to 10x. I mean, I've fallen accustomed to some of these traps too, and almost every single time I've lost money or energy. Now I focus on missions that scale, building skills, investing in boring proven strategy, owning real estate that I understand, or building a content brand. Now it's not flashy, but it does stack and it really does win. Cheat code number 5 is to play on the right difficulty setting. Now here's the thing. In Call of Duty, you don't start on veteran unless you really know what you're doing. But in real life, people take on veteran level financial risk without even realizing it. They dump their life savings into meme stocks. They take on debt to invest in crypto, all because someone on YouTube, hopefully not me, made it sound easy. You have to play based on your risk tolerance and your starting conditions. If you grew up without much, or you're living paycheck to paycheck, well, you're already on a harder difficulty. Your margin for error is smaller, and that means that you need a strategy built for survival and sustainability, not hype. Set your goals, understand your cash flow, and build a portfolio that doesn't blow up when things get bumpy. Cheat code number 6, respec often. Now this is one that I've been more accustomed to, honestly, the past few years with how crazy the economic environment is. But you think about it, in games like Skyrim or Diablo, sometimes you realize that your build, it's not working anymore. You put all of these points into stealth, but all of a sudden you're facing a boss that requires brute strength. So what do? Well, you respec. Real life is no different. Your financial strategy at 21 probably won't work the same as when you're 31. I mean, I started as a penny stock gambler, then I moved into dividend investing, then some ETFs, mutual funds, and then into real estate and small business. Each version worked for that stage, but if you never adjust your strategy, you're running into a level 10 build in a level 50 world. And I respec pretty much every year. I review my goals, I check my allocation, and make sure that I'm playing the game that it still makes sense for me. If not, I pivot, and honestly, you can too. Cheat code number 7 is realizing that money isn't the goal, it's the unlock. Now here's the one thing that took me way too long to figure out. Money isn't the high score, it's the unlock. So in Mario Kart, you collect coins. It's not to flex, but it actually makes you go faster. In real life, money gives you options. The option to walk away from a job that sucks. The option to take risks. The option to help your family or take a break when you need one. That's the real reason that we play this game. It's not to get rich, but to get free. To play life on your own terms. Now, if you've been playing the money game and you feel like you're losing, you feel like you're behind, trust me, it's not too late. The best players aren't the ones who never mess up, they're the ones who keep respawning. You can start again, you can respec, you can level up, and if you're ready to stop playing on autopilot and actually start winning, well then subscribe to my channel. I mean, this channel is for players who want to build wealth without selling their soul, because this isn't just about money, it's about choosing your mission and building a life worth playing. Now, if you're watching this video and you are just getting started with investing, well, hey, that is fantastic. I put out this video right here. If I was restarting my investment portfolio, this is exactly the strategy that I would use to invest. Highly recommend checking that out. Other than that, thanks for checking out this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and have a great day.